Well, first of all, I want to say thank you for covering this program, believing in us. Something that we've worked so hard to get to tonight. We talked all week long about belief, about hope, about the journey that we've been on. 1,062 days ago it started, and it started with a single day. The first day, and every day along the way, just piling small decisions and the work ethic and to help change this culture started 1,062 days ago, and it truly has been one day at a time. There's been gray days, there's been dreary days, rainy days, a little bit of sunshine along the way that first year. Growth was happening. No one could see it, but it was happening. It was happening underneath the soil. The roots were taking place. The culture was taking shape. And, as we wanted more results and more outcomes to go our way that first year, it didn't happen. And I'm telling you this because it gets us to where we are today. Year two, we saw some more growth. We saw a lot of hard work. We saw up and down. We saw some back-to-back road wins for the first time in the program in a long time. But we also saw a team that got to 5 wins, their 10th game of the season, and couldn't finish. So there were some down days. We saw a tough November afternoon out here that we couldn't finish on the last game of the season. And I tell you that because it's those moments that have gotten us to where we are today. It's those moments that make you appreciate today. And while this is just a 6th win, it's a big win. And make no mistake about it, we're not happy in this program just winning 6 games and being that's we've accomplished everything we want to achieve in this program. No, that's not what this is about. But this is a step. This is a step in the direction that we got to have to raise the bar for this program that's been set, and a program that is trending across college football without a doubt. There's no question in my mind the SMU Mustangs are trending across college football with what we've been able to do. It was great to see past captains and past Mustangs to come out tonight. I saw several of them, none bigger than Eric Dickerson, be able to come out for the coin flip, to be our honorary captain, to have him back. Obviously, as we shared with the players in the locker room, man, let's don't let this guy down. This guy is one of the greatest of all times. And man, to see all the futures, I know we had several recruits out there tonight, but most of our recruits were playing Friday night football. Man, the rise is that we're about. The rise is real has been our motto this season. We're trending, and all the present Mustangs and all those guys in that locker room right now. I can't even describe the feeling. I'm actually numb right now, as I think every coach is, because of the effort that those kids fought and played with tonight. It's truly who we are. To win 2 games like we have in the last 2 weeks and have to come from behind and win it in the 4th quarter or win it late in the game, win it in overtime, whatever it may be, we found a way. And that's what confidence, belief, and faith that the process will bring results is all about with our culture. This is why these guys came to SMU. We talked about our why. We talked about it today in the hotel. We talked about the why. Why you chose to come to SMU when it wasn't popular. Why you chose to believe in a coaching staff that was just coming in. Why you chose to stay when others said it wasn't going to happen. Why, when others said it, this was a tough job to take, why you took it. And the why became the how. And the how was what you saw tonight, the fight. The how is an opportunity. While others saw it was hard work and too much effort that was going to have to be given in to stay in a program that was going to require a lot and demand a lot out of them, and a coaching staff to choose to stay, others saw it as an opportunity and saw as this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it through hard work. I'm going to do it through one day at a time. The 1,062-day mentality started with a single journey. That's how. And I'm so proud of our seniors. Hear Jordan Wyatt talk to our team, talk to the defense this morning was incredible. Probably one of the best speeches I think I've ever heard. Hear him talk about how that he hasn't been to a bowl game, and challenged everybody to raise their hand if they had been to one. Wasn't many hands that went up. Matter of fact, there wasn't any outside of the coaches. but then just challenged them to make it happen and to fight for each other and to fight for these seniors and to fight for the guys that have invested so much time and so much energy just to get to a day that you can achieve a part of your vision. That's how. So we finished empty. That's how we won the game. We finished empty. And to see a group of guys that to finish empty and to become bowl bound with a 6 win is incredible. We're not satisfied with 6 wins, but I can tell you this: we talk all the time about being golden in the month of November. We've been saying that since last January. We've got to structure our team to be golden in the month of November, to finish strong, something we've been unable to do since we've been here. And to do that, it was going to take a lot of work in August, September, October to get us to November. If you'd have told me in November, the next time you play your football game, it's going to be November 4th, and not only are you going to be sitting here undefeated at home, but you're going to be in first place in the West. That's a battle. Obviously these kids have worked extremely hard to get to that point. But again, we're not finished, and we're not happy, we're not satisfied. We are happy, we're very happy about tonight, but we're not satisfied that this is the finish and this is the climax to a season. This isn't going to be the defining moment for these kids. This isn't what this is about. The defining moments are still to come. We've still got a lot of ball left to play. We've got some great teams coming in here, but we've achieved a part of this program that we started when we all came here. And with some of you, some of the media, some of the people who just have, and I've had to answer numerous questions over, Coach, why SMU? Why come to SMU from where they've been? Why not? Why not? I saw it as an opportunity. I saw it as an opportunity to change young men's lives and doing it one day at a time, to assemble a coaching staff that believes in these kids and the wives that sacrifice so much and make these kids so much a part of their families. That's why we did it. And knowing we left a great program, but to take the blueprint of that program and to help build where we're at today, that's why. And I'm so proud of our coaches. I'm so proud of our families, the wives, the coaches' kids, our administration, our staff. It's a very much an honor to be the head football coach of the SMU Mustangs. And so with that, offensively, to have three players, 3 receivers with over 100 yards, to have a quarterback that's as gritty as I've ever been a part of, a tough kid. Ben's got some deficiencies, and maybe he doesn't run like you want him to run, but he runs well enough. But he's gritty, he steps up, and he shows his experience, and he makes things happen. And I'm very proud of him for that. See us rush the football for over 200 yards tonight. Again, 3 receivers, none bigger than a 3rd down catch to Cortland. Of a great call by Coach Craddock and the offensive staff to put our guys in position for them to go make a play. That's all you can ask. I'm very proud of that. And to watch those guys, the catches that Trey Quinn continues to make over and over and over. One of the best catches I think I've ever seen is on our sidelines right there at the end of the game. But again, you found a way. You found a way to win it in the 4th quarter. Saw a defense that, and again, as a whole team, we didn't play very well in the first half. But I challenged them that there's nothing less important than the score at halftime. And so we're going to have to play the second half if this truly is what we want. We're going to have to create something. We're going to have to make some things happen. And for a defense to come out as bad as we played in the first half, to come out and give up 6 points and in the second half and only 100 and some odd yards of offense was remarkable, and a turnover. You know, obviously Rodney Clemens with a huge interception in the end zone, but man, none bigger of a play than Mikael Onu making on the quarterback on the scramble was huge as well. Again, these guys found a way. You found a way, and great teams do. As you build a program, you find ways to win, and we found a way. Special teams, I thought we were okay tonight. I thought there were some things that we left out there, but we responded well. Braden West, obviously, with a huge return to get us and set up our first score was huge. We found a way, and again, I'm very proud of these players, I'm proud of our staff, and man, this is a hungry football team. Let me tell you, they're not finished. They want more, And they got an elite mindset, and I'm very proud of that. They just keep on, and we keep asking them to give, and they keep giving. And I really believe this is just the start to this program. And with that, I'll open up for questions.
Coach, what adjustments defensively did you guys make at halftime to create that turnaround?
You know, that's a great question, and really there wasn't a whole lot of adjustments that were made. More so that I felt like maybe our guys were just playing so tight, so tense. They wanted it so bad, and we were missing some tackles, we missed some calls, our communication wasn't on point. They made some plays, obviously, they made some good catches. It was just loosen up and go make a play. And I know Coach Malone really challenged the defensive side of the ball and said, man, we've got to do this. This is going to be on us defensively to get something going and get it turned around. And so really, you know, obviously outside of a few little odd and end things, but really it was just a challenge. Draw the line in the sand and say, here we go. You want to play or not? But you're going to have to loosen up and go play.
Chad, when you look back on this celebration years from now, what moments do you think are going to stand out to you?
Yeah, you know, the journey along the way, really. Yeah, tonight will be a special night. It'll always be down in all our coaches' memories and these kids' memories for the rest of their life, but the journey. To watch those that said it couldn't be done and to watch the guys believe and believe in a vision and believe in what we were selling. I'm not going to lie, you'll remember some of the gray days and the dreary days and the rainy days and the tough losses because it sets you up for this moment. And it teaches you, as we try to teach these young men about life, that you're going to get knocked down. And you're going to get knocked down a few times. And you may get knocked down several times in a row. But you only lose if you don't get back up. And to watch these guys get back up. Now again, I want to say this. There were several of them. You know, as you develop a team, some guys aren't with us. Because they saw it as too big of an opportunity, too big of a workload. And just these kids saw it as an opportunity. And to get back up, even when it wasn't popular, and even when it hurt, you had to get back up. That's really probably the biggest thing I'm going to remember out of this is just as we built this program, it started with a why. Why you do what you do.
Coach, Ben Hicks had another really efficient game. It's his fourth really good game in a row. What kind of changed in that stretch?
Yeah. He's such a fierce competitor. Number one, you love that guy. He's, the game's on the line. You want the ball in his hands. He knows what he wants. He's as fierce and, he's just gritty. I think a lot is the fact he realized his personnel as the season is kind of came from the last 4 weeks where he's really started playing well. He knows his personnel really well. As maybe early in the year they were trying to get that right chemistry with Trey and James, and we all knew what Cortland was. Trusting his protection, got great running backs around him. It's really it, just to settle down and just operate, just drive the car. Okay, you don't have to build the car. Drive the car and get the ball to your playmakers. And that's what you're seeing. You're seeing a kid that just refuses to lose. But when you look at the program he came out of, he played at Waco Midway High School, and he's just as gritty a kid then as he is now. And that's what you love about him.
How big was Braden West's touchdown, not just from the points, but in terms of jump-starting the offense? Because it seemed like they were, I don't know if it was lethargy beforehand, but seemed to pick up a gear after that.
Well, it was huge, obviously. And Coach Craddock and I were talking about it on the headsets. It was hard to get into any type of rhythm. You only had the ball 27 snaps in the first half. So when you do that, it's hard to get any rhythm going. And so it was just, hey, look, just stay who we are. Don't worry about anything else. Just keep getting the ball in our playmakers' hands, and everything's going to happen. It's a long game, but obviously the touchdown by Braden West is what kick-started this thing, as well as his kickoff return as well.
The offensive line played pretty mistake-free tonight. How did you feel about that?
Yeah, I was really proud of those guys. Again, Tulsa was bringing a lot of pressure. We saw a lot of boundary pressure tonight, and But, you know, when you didn't have Nick Natura in there, but you had a true freshman in Hayden Howerton, which I thought played his tail off. Evan Brown continues to play well, Chad Pursley. You know, it just, Will Hopkins at right guard and Bryce Wilds at tackle. And, you know, again, those guys have got a great chemistry together. And you know, we knew we were going to have to run the football tonight. We had to protect for Ben, and I did. I thought they did a really good job. I was really proud of Hayden for coming in. That's a tough situation to come into and start. And I mean, a year ago, this kid's starting for Katy High School, and here he is starting in one of the biggest games in this program's history, moving forward, and did an outstanding job. I'm proud of all those guys. Coach Fry does a great job with our offensive line. He and G.J. Kenny, and again, those guys. They believe in their coaches. They believe in their system. They believe in each other. They got a true love for each other, and that's special. It really is. But I do want to give credit, Coach Montgomery and Tulsa. We knew that was going to be a hard out. I mean, it was going to be tough. A fantastic coach. We've faced off against each other. He's got a great offensive mind, and they've been very successful offensively for many, many years, and you know, I definitely want to give them credit because they had a lot to do with our struggles in the first half, without a doubt. They were doing some things and making some plays, but credit, my hats off to those guys. I know that they've played their tail off tonight, but I'm very proud of our players.
Now, what was the thinking behind the 2 trick plays? At the timing that they were called.
Yeah. We were just looking for a spark, looking for anything to happen. We knew if we could get the ball in the left hash, is kind of what we wanted. You know, we had talked about that play a series before, and then really started talking about it during that series. That look, if we can get this ball back on the left hash, let's go ahead and try it. We knew the ball was going to go to Trey, and if you just get it around Trey Quinn, something good is going to happen. And then the flea flicker right there to Cortland. Again, just we felt like that the safety was kind of staying down on that play. He bailed out, so we had to kind of make some things happen on it, and the guy had to go make a play. But he had kind of gotten down low and started to play the run a little bit, and we felt like we could have maybe a shot over the top.
Coach, you guys did get the win today, but it was maybe a little too close for comfort. So what are you guys planning on improving on for homecoming next week?
Well, actually, the last 2 weeks have been a little too close for comfort. The week before that, they're all too close for comfort. But you know what? Games like this, though, you build your team around. You build your program around. Really, you do. To be able to come back and find a way, completing the 4th and 26 last year, just gave these guys more confidence that, hey, look, there's never a moment too big that we can't overcome. And so, you know, it's this league, when you look at our league's really good. And you can put a lot of teams in a bag and shake them up. Whoever's playing good or playing best that night is going to come out on top. Doesn't matter the record. So, you know, the too close for comfort, I mean, you know, they had something to do with it. And, but, you know, you find a way to win. And that's what, at the end of the day, there's no such thing as an ugly win. It's all about the final score at the end of this game, and to watch these guys come up and do it. And obviously, Josh hitting that field goal to put us up even more was huge. So, you know, we're going to take it. And we love it, and you build programs with wins, finding ways to win in the fourth quarter.
You always talk after games about how, you know, you're going to celebrate tonight and then you move on and start planning for your next opponent. Well, tonight's win, as you said, is a little different. Obviously, you're bowl eligible, and you have an extra day in your week now.
Yeah.
Celebrate a little differently before.
Well, we're going to enjoy tonight, without a doubt. We're going to make good decisions tonight, as I shared with our team. Actions of a few impact many. So make great decisions tonight. There's no such thing as a day off in this program, so tomorrow will be a rest and recover and recharge day for our program and our coaches. I know Coach Wyatt gets to go watch his son play at Northwestern. He's catching a 6 a.m. flight, him and Andrea, and going to get to go watch their son, and he gets to be a dad. And that's special to me to know that he gets to go do that, and to go watch Fred play, which will be his second time to go see him in the last couple weeks. Our coaches will get a chance to recharge with their family, and and celebrate with their family and their kiddos. I don't want to talk to them tomorrow. They don't want to talk to me. We're going to get away from each other for a day, but they know I love them and how proud I am of them, and they don't want to talk to me, and because they want to be with their families, and that's what we want to be. We're just, golly, Paula and I couldn't be more proud of all our coaches and their families. I mean, we talked about this. We were talking about it last night. How special it's going to be, because all the wives. I mean, the wives are the home run hitters. There's been a lot of sacrifice that our wives have had to make, and there's so much around and so much a part of our kids, our players. Our players love them so much, and to see the coaches' kids out there each and every Wednesday playing ball, and that's really what this whole thing's about. When you get to go in there, I mean, look, we've won a lot of games. I've won a lot of games, but when you're able to go and watch, and you get to watch a fan base that hasn't experienced what they're experiencing right now in a long time, when you get to watch families, and you get to watch the kids, you get to watch the parents of the kids that believed in us, and the coaches' wives, and them watching them hug their wives and celebrate with their families, that's what, back to what that's really a memory that they'll never go away. And so, yeah, we're gonna celebrate tonight. We're gonna step back tomorrow and recharge, refresh, and I'm not gonna watch any football tomorrow. I'm gonna probably be in the woods tomorrow at some point, and or on a tractor or doing something. I'm gonna be away with my family, and we'll be back in here Sunday and trying to be golden in the month of November.
Coach, what did you think of that negated touchdown with the unsportsmanlike call? And what would you have done if that was your player?
Well, you know, it's unfortunate, but that's the rule. And we talk about that. We actually had showed a video. Coach Smith and I get together every Wednesday, and we come up with videos that are game changing, time management, game changing, and we felt like that was we showed one in fall camp, and we showed one, I guess it was a week ago, on plays that get you beat, plays that set you back. And we showed about 6 clips to our team. And one of those was the exact situation that happened earlier this year in a game. I believe Iowa was playing North Texas and got a touchdown called back. It's unfortunate, but that's the rule. And so that's it was the right call.
Good? Okay, thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.